It's the first kinda sorta nice day in Ohio. It's 70 degrees or something today. It has been, I don't know, in the 20s or 30s for the last few months. So it's pretty nice today. So I'm cleaning up my garden a little bit today. It is awful. I haven't been back here since the fall because it's kind of hard to get back here the way my backyard is situated. So let me flip you around and show you what we're dealing with. I have a whole bunch of leaves everywhere. I have this chicken bedding that when I cleaned their bedding a couple of days ago, I put the old bedding out here as kind of like a fertilizer. There's a little greenhouse back there that fell over. Like there's I was using these logs as like dividers. I have another one over there. This was where I put my cucumbers last year. It didn't work out well. In that little corner is where I had strawberries. We're gonna see if those come back. I'm not sure. This is where I had my tomatoes. Over there is where I had corn, that darker spot where there's standing water right now. That's where I had corn. I put garlic in there, so we're gonna see how that does. The problem back here is that, see all those trees? And I had cut down a lot of trees. You can see like right there, I did cut a lot down. And over there too, to try to get more sunlight to come back here. The problem is that there's just so much cover just everywhere. And then they're big trees that I have nothing to do with, like my neighbor trees. Like there's just so much tree cover. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna put back here this year. I have cardboard. I put the cardboard in the walkways. That's actually what I came back here to do today. I think it's gonna rain today. I try to do this. I try to put the cardboard down on days where I think it's gonna rain. So I'm gonna go put the cardboard down, try to clean up a little bit. It's horrible. It's horrible. A water gun, because who doesn't have a water gun in their garden? I'm not gonna pull up anything. I'm gonna leave the old tomato plants. I'm gonna leave those for until I try to till a little bit. So I'm gonna put this cardboard on. I have a whole lot of this. This is only probably a quarter, a fifth of the cardboard that I have sitting up by my door. During the winter, especially for Christmas, whenever you get all of those shipments, you get a million boxes. So I keep the bigger ones, and they're not like huge. Like this is probably a smaller one, I keep like the medium-ish size ones to use in my garden in the walkways, so that at least I don't have grass growing in the walkways. You can see where I had cardboard down from last year. It's just that there's leaves on it right now, but you can see last year's cardboard. But I'm gonna put new cardboard down. I'll be right back. I thought I was gonna have too many boxes. This doesn't even cover probably half of where I need the boxes to go. So yeah, what I did last year is I took the boxes and I broke them apart, but here you could see like both layers of the box are still here. So what I might do, see, here's the seam. And if you rip that seam, it will open up the box a little more and it will give you more box. So let's see what that does. Pull this over here. Then that turns that little box into a much longer piece of cardboard for the walkway. Okay, I'm at least a little happier with this. It now goes all the way down that row. And at the end of this row, I at least have some down. Because I wanted this to be squashes, pumpkins and squashes this year. I didn't use this spot last year, but I'm definitely going to use it this year. Still have, these are my strawberries that are kind of buried in here. I'll have to come through and weed this at some point, but here's my strawberries. I had 6 strawberry plants total. Probably can't see it with all the leaves and garbage. I'll probably come through tomorrow to weed my strawberries. This guy is falling over. You stay at attention, sir. Alright, I think I got it. This is where I had my potatoes last year that epically failed. I shouldn't say failed. That's incorrect. I had potatoes that were about the size of nickels and quarters. It was fabulous. Alright, let's put this guy back up here. You also stand at attention, sir. And my tomato cages. Like I said, I'm not going to rip any of this up today. I just wanted to get back here and get this cardboard out of my living room. That was the primary goal of today, was to get this cardboard out of my living room. I feel like it did okay. I had been throwing away my cardboard for the last few weeks, thinking that I had so much and I had plenty and it was fine. But apparently I need more. We'll see how this goes this year. I have a lot of cleaning up to do back here. I want to cut down a few more trees. I want to cut down like a few over here, but I want to leave the bigger trees for the hammock. My daughter really likes it. And in the middle of the summer, when that is full of leaves, that is an awesome shady spot back there. All right, and another project. I have this, we had a hawk come by. This is where the chickens, this is the chicken run in here. But we had a hawk come by August, September. Took our oldest chicken. Grandma Fluffy Butt was her name. So I had this, you can see the green netting I had up, but then we had super heavy snow come through. So it all fell down. I don't know if you can see where it stops and where it starts, but they'd come through that window down that ramp, and it was a pretty big run. I only have 6 chickens. I may get some more. I'm thinking of getting 6 more chickens this year because my daughter is doing 4-H. So she wants to show some chickens at the fair. So I'm thinking of getting more chickens. Yeah, it's still a mess back there. You can see where their waterer has got kind of buried. I put it back there because it got so heavy, and the ladder kind of supported it a little bit, so that worked out really well. The run itself worked out really well. You can see over there like that cross beam. There's another one on this side. This is where the previous owner had hung out laundry when the house was originally built. The house was originally built in about the 40s. So it has a lot of remnants from how life was decades ago, and that's kind of one of them. But I used it to outline where I have my chicken run. So yeah, a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. This is only the first nice day. When the snow came and when it got cold, I just kind of abandoned everything back here. So it's gonna be a bit of work. So many projects around here. I have to empty my composter. I just have one of those little spinny guys. I have to put the bird netting back up. I have to get some more cardboard. There'll be another video, but I'll show you where I'm going to put my tomatoes and cucumbers this year. They're going to go up by the house. There's more sun. There's just too many trees. I know I did this earlier, but there's just too many trees back here to really grow anything like tomatoes, cucumbers, things that need a lot of sun. And I was considering putting corn in my front yard too. So that's it. Those are all my projects.